welcome to the No Spin News, Thursday, September 5th, 2024. Stand up for your country. Well, we have a lot to tell you about tonight, and we're not going to waste your time. So every segment will pay off, as they say in the media biz, and hopefully we're going to tell you a lot of things you don't know, important things. So there is a key moment in American history. Next Tuesday, September 10th, 9 p.m. Eastern, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. This is the debate, of course, between Vice President Harris and former President Trump. Now, it's a key moment in history because it's not just about these two people or the Republican or Democrat Party. It's not about that. It's about the direction of the entire country. Are we going to remain a traditional place, or are we going to enter the brave new world of progressive thought? Because don't be deceived, and I know you're not. Kamala Harris is by far the most progressive person ever to run on a major party ticket for the presidency. It's not even close. It's not a close second. Biden, I guess, would be second. But Biden just walked through it. He did what he was told to do, but did he have a firm belief system in being a progressive? No. Biden was whoever you wanted him to be. Harris brought up in that progressive California system. And if she gets power and the Democrats control both houses of Congress, you better watch out. And I'm saying you in a general term, but it's personal, because I'll get hurt. My family will get hurt. Big time. And so probably will your family and yourself. So anyway, we're going to zero in on the debate tonight with the talking points memo. Kamala Harris still not talking in memo form or anyplace else. All right. So on Tuesday, there was a Washington Post article published, and the headline said, "Advocates hope Harris will boost momentum on reparations to Black Americans." Now, this hasn't even come up. But in 2019, Kamala Harris was pretty bullish on reparations. Here's the quote from the Post article. In 2019, her first campaign for president, then Senator Kamala Harris called for some form of reparations for Black Americans through her support behind the legislation to study the issue of repayment for historic wrongs. Now, that is a basic progressive position. Take money from white people and give it to Black people. I mean, it's pretty much simple as that. Some wealthy African Americans would have money taken from them. But that's what reparations of slavery is. It's impossible to adjudicate it. It is unconstitutional. You can't punish people in the modern era for what happened in the past. You can't. But Harris is never going to admit to that. She's going to say, oh, no, we want to study it. But if she could, she would. So the Washington Post goes on. But how Harris feels now, 5 years after expressing support in her first presidential campaign, how high the issue rests in her priorities and what impact that may have on the coalition of voters she must assemble to defeat Republican Donald Trump remains a mystery. Of course it remains a mystery. Kamala Harris doesn't want to talk about reparations. Okay. And then the Washington Post goes on to say the Harris campaign did not respond to multiple requests for comment on her current position on reparations. Of course they didn't respond. They don't respond to anything like that. All right. It's in Kamala world, everything is fine. Sugar plums dancing in all their heads. But believe me, Kamala Unchained in the Oval Office, it's going to be frightening. And I'm not one of these guys who is afraid. I'm not afraid, all right? I'm just, as a historian / journalist, concerned about what is going to happen if this woman wins. Okay, so the debate is going to be a defining moment. Very important moment in American history, as I said. I wrote a message of the day on BillO'Reilly.com, which is free for everybody, and I hope you go there every morning to read it. And part of the message said that in America today, many folks literally live in a fantasy world centered around their devices. Cyberspace is the reality. The world itself is not really relevant. Add to that an almost total disinterest in history and fact-finding, and you have an environment where millions of voters will cast ballots in absolute intellectual darkness. And that's what the Democratic Party wants. Okay, they don't want any probing of their candidate. They don't want you to know what she is capable of. But I know. And I'm hoping that this broadcast on radio and television will alert you as well. Now, I went on NewsNation last night, the Chris Cuomo show, as I do on Wednesdays, to reach an audience that I don't ordinarily reach on cyberspace. And I explained to Mr. Cuomo that Donald Trump is the only person on this earth who could define Kamala Harris. Roll the tape. So in order to define Kamala Harris, because she's not going to define herself, she had plenty of time to do that. She's not going to do it. All right, 2 months left before the vote. Donald Trump has to do that during the debate because the press isn't going to do it. They're rooting for the vice president. So who else is going to do it? It's only Trump. He's the only person in the world that can define Kamala Harris. Here's how you do it, Cuomo. Are you ready? You want to write a little of this down? Because this is
hold on.
Brilliance coming your way. Okay?
Go ahead.
Here's how you do it. So whatever question is asked to Donald Trump, he is polite, by the way, and says, I will answer that question in a moment, but I am so confused tonight standing on this debate stage. And there are a few things that I would like to know, David or Lindsay, that I hope you ask. Let's start with when I left office, inflation was 1.4%. 1 year later, under Biden-Harris, it was 9%. How did that happen? And he can only do that one or two times.
You're not allowed to ask questions.
He's making a statement. He's not asking a question. He's wondering about it. You see what I'm talking about?
Oh, he's musing.
Not turning
he's musing.
His body. Excellent. He's musing. Okay. I wish they didn't have that graphic up, but I have no control over that. He's musing because the debate rules say that he can't ask Kamala anything. Kamala can't ask him anything. It's got to all go through the moderators, but Trump can pose questions the moderators should ask. And that puts the moderators on the defensive. So if they're not going to ask Kamala about 1.4% inflation leaping to 9%, the whole world is going to know it. And you can do that on the border. You can do that in Gaza, Israel. You can do that in social disorder. You can do that all across the board. You can do it with reparations. We just talked about. But Trump has to do it. Okay? Now, will Donald Trump take my advice? Probably not. And it's not personal. It's number one, I don't know if he's locked in. I am told he is on this broadcast and what I write on BillO'Reilly.com, but I don't know that for a fact. And number two, this is way out of the box. This has never been done in a presidential debate, but it's easy to do it. And that's the memo. If he does it, he'll win the election. If he doesn't, nobody knows. Schedules for today, Biden is in Wisconsin, giving a speech on how investing in America is benefiting everybody's welfare. Okay. Trump gave a speech to the New York City Economic Club, and Kamala Harris is in Pittsburgh, but not on a campaign stop. She is an official White House act in Pittsburgh. Now, I don't know if that's analyzing the Pirates and the Steelers for the White House. I don't know. Nobody says. We can't figure it out. Oh, boy. Anyway, that's where they are. Hunter Biden is going to plead guilty to failing to pay his taxes and all kinds of other stuff. He's been charged with 9 crimes, 3 felonies. But he's not going to say he's guilty. He's going to say that he acknowledges the federal government has enough evidence to convict him and that he will accept the punishment given. That is called the Alford plea, A-L-F-O-R-D, Alford plea. So you don't say the words, I'm guilty. You say, we acknowledge that I'm guilty. Why he doesn't, I don't know. But I do know this. that should Hunter Biden be sentenced to prison, he could get 17 years. I don't believe he will be, but if he is, he'll be pardoned by his father. Either way, after the vote, whether the Democrats win or lose, the president will pardon Hunter. That's my prediction. Okay. And the reason is Hunter Biden doesn't want to take that stand or have the prosecution lay out his relationship to his father. That's why Hunter Biden's pleading, given the offered plea. CNN. Okay, so they're evolving, CNN. And I'm going to tell you about this later, but they have invited me, your humble correspondent, on next week to discuss Confronting the Presidents, my book, which will be out September 10th. That's a busy day. I was surprised by that. But anyway, last night, their political director, a man named David Chilean, said this. Go.
And if you look at the white voters without college degrees, this is a Trump base constituency, obviously. You see his huge numbers with this group. You see that this is a trouble sign for Harris. She also, in a place like Georgia, is not doing well with white college-educated voters. She probably wants to make up some ground with white college-educated voters across these battlegrounds as well.
And I think that's accurate. I think that Donald Trump is overwhelmingly going to win the white male vote, particularly non-college degree, but he'll win the college degree too. And Kamala Harris is going to win women. Okay, so it's going to be a gender-based election. Very interesting. CNN poll found that 15% of likely voters in the 6 swing states still haven't made up their mind. Sounds a bit high to me, but that means that the election is fluid. You've asked, and MyPillow listened up. They're bringing you the most requested offer ever. The premium queen size MyPillow. Now only $19.98. It's made with patented adjustable fill to fit your exact individual needs. Regardless of your sleep position, it even helps keep your neck aligned and holds its shape all night long for the best sleep of your life. This sale even includes their 6-piece kitchen and bath towel sets, just $25 each. Their brand new mattress topper, as low as $69.98. And their famous MyPillow bed sheets for as low as $25 and a lot more. So please go to MyPillow.com or call 800-869-0298. Use promo code BILL to get huge discounts on all MyPillow products, including the premium queen size MyPillow, only $19.98. That's the lowest price ever. Don't delay. Order today. Let's go to the mail. I'll give you the YouTube stuff after the mail, okay? That's fair. We got David, concierge member. If you sign up for concierge or premium membership on BillO'Reilly.com, you get Confronting the Presidents or any of my other books free. I can't give you a better deal than that. Concierge, premium membership, BillO'Reilly.com, free book. David says, the debate will be rigged to Harris because she and her husband are friends of the ABC News president. Not going to be rigged. All right? If ABC News rigged the debate, they could be charged criminally. Okay? Now, I know many conservatives want to believe that ABC News will rig the debate. They will not. Too much downside. I know the world. But people believe what they want to believe, and there are more than enough people handing you that propaganda. You know that. Joe Duran, Guyton, Georgia. The debate moderators will not ask follow-up questions to Harris when she fluffs her original answer. The reason is because they want her to win. We'll see. But I think that's far more likely to happen than the rig deal. David Bella Morrison, Colorado. Why the unreasoned hatred for Trump? His abrasiveness isn't enough for such hatred. You're right, David. It's not just about Donald Trump's personality, but I'll give you 3. So he doesn't embrace global warming. That just drives liberals nuts. He wants tough immigration laws and deportation. That makes the left crazy. All right? He wants no equity. Those are 3. I can give you 10. So it's not just about his personality, it's what he believes. Janice, are illegal aliens really voting? Maybe some in some states. There's always been voter fraud, all the way back to John Adams, Thomas Jefferson. Always. But there's no policy to allow illegal aliens to vote. It's a felony. Doesn't say it doesn't happen. Stephen, concierge member, Bill, can you give us an update on the states that are tying the electoral vote into the popular vote? No states. Here's the update. Nobody can do that. It's unconstitutional. Okay? Popular vote decides what the electoral count is in each state, but the electoral votes elect the president. And it's not going to change. Joe Tendler, Denver, Colorado. Do you offer signed books through BillO'Reilly.com? Absolutely. Thank you for asking, Joe. I just signed 3,000 Confronting the Presidents. 3,000. Gnarled hand. So you want signed books? BillO'Reilly.com has got them. Great gifts. And if you're looking ahead to Christmas or birthdays and all of that. Okay, let's do the YouTube thing. This is free. We have a YouTube page. It is youtube.com/Bill O'Reilly. How easy is that? youtube.com/Bill O'Reilly. Right now is the opening of the National Football League. I have a commentary. Over the weekend, I'm going to give a commentary on youtube.com/Bill O'Reilly about why the corporate media is so left-wing. I'm going to do 3 of these a week. It's free. You'll get a ping when a new one comes up. We want you to sign up for this. And we want you to go to BillO'Reilly.com store to get your copy of Confronting the Presidents. You're going to really like this book. It's fun. And you'll learn so much on every page. And I'm going to play you a clip of a documentary that's going to air on this book in a moment. But get the book. We hope you do. And then we have the political memorabilia stuff, the mugs. I love these mugs. Team Normal, Not Woke, No Socialism. All together for an amazingly low price. You give them away for gifts, keep them for yourself, get a collection of political memorabilia. Word of the day, do not be meretricious. One of my favorite words, MERETRICIOUS. Don't be meretricious. All right, back with the final thought. A clip of the documentary on Confronting the Presidents. By now, you have heard me talk about Delta Rescue. They are a fantastic organization that helps rescue animals from the wilderness. You know, I'm a dog lover, so is Leo Grillo, the founder of Delta Rescue. It is his life's mission to provide everlasting care for these once abandoned animals. I myself have donated to Delta Rescue. Do you believe it is part of man's duty to care for dogs and horses, the animals that so much of our history is tied to? If so, please consider making a donation or consult your advisor about leaving a gift in your will or trust. There can be some tax advantages, and it's a great way to help Delta Rescue accomplish their mission. So please visit deltarescue.org to learn more. That's deltarescue.org. Everything is expensive these days, you know that. The government is printing trillions of dollars and consumer prices higher than ever. If the government continues its printing and spending, the dollar could continue its free fall and lose its coveted role as the world reserve currency. Let's hope that doesn't happen. But there are a few things you can do right now. American Hartford Gold can show you how to protect your money, your retirement, your hard-earned savings against inflation by helping you diversify a portion of your portfolio into physical gold and silver. Start with a short phone call, and they can have physical gold and silver delivered right to your door or put inside your 401k or IRA. So please call or text them right now. Tell them Bill O'Reilly sent you. Call 877-444-GOLD, 877-444-GOLD, or text GOLD to 65532. Again, that's 877-444-GOLD, or text GOLD to 65532. Okay, so NewsNation, you know I appear on there a couple of times a week, Monday with Leland Vittert and Wednesday with Cuomo. And they're good segments, and I really appreciate NewsNation giving me the opportunity. So on Sunday night, September 15th, a week from this coming Sunday, they're going to run a special documentary. It's not really a documentary, it's more fun than that, on confronting the presidents. Here is a clip. Go. Teddy rose the morale of America to the highest level. Because remember, you're coming off McKinley, coming off Grover Cleveland, Benjamin Harris, and all these guys are, all right, yeah, they're there. Then Teddy comes a superstar. Okay, he's the Taylor Swift of masculine men. Wherever he went, the crowds loved him. The morale.
The Taylor Swift of masculine men.
Right. Highest energy president by far, Teddy Roosevelt. All right, so I love Teddy, and I don't rank the presidents. You know, I think that's a cliche. I let you rank them. But we do clearly say which presidents, based on our historical research, helped the country and which hurt the country. Teddy helped. Now, I wasn't perfect, obviously, and we have the flaws. So the movie Reagan is out, and we dealt with that yesterday. The chapter on Ronald Reagan, I mean, I wrote Killing Reagan, so I know as much about Ronald Reagan as anybody in the country. But you're going to learn things, pro and con. Reagan was a good president. Okay, those who say he wasn't are lying to you. And we prove our case, good, bad. Okay, so I was asked a question about Kamala Harris. Is she the weakest major party political candidate for president in history? She's third. And this, again, based on our research in confronting the presidents. Number one is General McClellan, who Lincoln fired and who ran against Abe Lincoln in 1864. This guy was the worst. Number two was Warren Harding, Republican who actually became president, won the election. This guy was, where do you see him? We take you right inside the White House in this book. Stuff you have no idea about, okay? Andrew Jackson had a parrot, and the parrot was always with Jackson and learned all these swear words. They took the parrot to Jackson's funeral, and the parrot started spouting obscenities, and the minister had to have the parrot ejected from the funeral. That's the kind of stuff we have, and the serious stuff, too. So I hope you consider confronting the presidents, and I hope you watch the NewsNation documentary. You're gonna love it. It's really, really strong. Thank you for watching and listening to the No Spin News tonight. I'm Bill O'Reilly. Have a great weekend. We will check in all weekend long and a new column on Sunday, and we'll see you again on Monday. Thank you for watching the No Spin News. To watch the full episode anytime on BillO'Reilly.com, please sign up to become a premium or concierge member. Visit BillO'Reilly.com to sign up and start watching today.